Welcome to the Weekly Thrive Report with Greg Ehill, the Culture Change Agent. It's week 2, consistency, back to you. Hope you had a phenomenal week, and I'm just going to jump right into it. First and foremost, before I jump into, make sure this week you stay till to the end and leave a comment on the challenge I got for you at the end of this video. But let's get back to it. Last week, phenomenal, man. I can't wait to share y'all a couple updates, but the theme of this week, I repeat, the theme of this week is patience is an excuse. Hear me out on this, and I'm challenging myself. I'm not coming at you, but last week, my challenge for myself was to launch MinorityTrailblazer.com for the conference I'm planning in 2018. Mind you, this has been on my to-do list for the last year. Launch MinorityTrailblazer.com. My mind made up all these things, saying I'm being patient to make sure I have my speakers lined up. I'm being patient to make sure I got my venue straight. Being patient, make sure my draft schedule was so perfect. And what does that cost? It is April 30th. And it still ain't out there. So luckily, I put it out there last week to the world, and guess what? It took me 2 hours, 30 minutes, and around 17 seconds to buy the domain, get the hosting, and launch it online right now. So why did it take me a year? Because I was using patience as an excuse. And not to say everybody should jump out into the next project or jump out into whatever they're planning on doing, but a lot of us are hiding behind this patience thing and saying, okay, I'm being patient to do what you really need to do. And that's why you're working jobs, you're doing things, you're in relationships, you're working with people that you shouldn't be around because you're stuck being patient. And you're using patience as an excuse not to be the person you need to be. Using patience as an excuse not to launch the business you need to launch. Using patience as an excuse not to become a professional speaker or to become a blog writer, all that good stuff. Stop using patience as an excuse, people, for real. Because I used it as something that took me 2 hours to do. It took me a whole year because I kept hiding behind patience. So I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I don't know why this was on my spirit, but I've seen so many people on an everyday basis keep hiding behind patience because they don't want to put in the work, they don't want to tap into the resources. I don't know what they want to do, but let's get that together, people, all right? As we enter into this week, I want you to identify one thing that you said I'm being patient on and go do it. Take that next step on it, all right? Hopefully this urges you and that energy urges you to do that, all right? So let's get to the great things that happen. First great thing that happened. On Monday, 2 of my students from the business department that I teach, I say business department like it's college, it's high school. We went to Duke's Fuqua School of Business, and they had an opportunity to meet Aaron Walker, founder of Camelback Ventures, which is a venture capitalist fund that supports minority-led social entrepreneurship business, either for-profit or non-profit. So being able to, because I mean, this is how it all started. My students, they have a business, and what they do, I remember it vividly. It was a lecture in class, and I showed them a YouTube video of all these teenage entrepreneurs, because everybody in my class say, Mr. Hill, I want to make money. I'm like, bro, okay, you want to make money? Here's some teenage entrepreneurs that are making money. Look at their blueprint, see what happens. And these guys took it to the next level, met with me week after week after week. And their first business was a food delivery business. The sophomores, juniors, and freshmen, they can't get off campus. They order through them, and they bring in Bojangles, Zaxby's, and all that in the third. So they made a little money. And their mother told them about this conference. They tagged me in, and it was just amazing to see their faces when they had the opportunity to hear the stories about how people are changing the world and getting it paid through grants and making money doing it. They also had the opportunity to talk to the executive director of Duke's CASE program, which is the social entrepreneurship space and the Center for Social Entrepreneurship. So it was a great experience for them. So that was a great thing to happen to see my students take from an idea to execution, making money, and then taking it further to go to one of the top business schools in the country and have one-to-one dialogue with some of the leading people in social entrepreneur space. So I mean, as a teacher, I know I sound old right now, but it made me proud. Second thing that happened this week was I got 2 more subscribers on my YouTube channel, right? So I know y'all might be laughing like, I mean, there's people with millions and billions of followers. Gee, you went from 45 to 47 subscribers. Maybe 44 to 46, but I don't know. But the reason I'm so excited is because I don't get lost in the numbers. I'm taking it brick by brick, step by step, because I think many of us focus, and I used to focus on it all the time, trying to make them big jumps, them big leaps, but I cherish every single view that gets people watching. I cherish every single listen to the podcast. I cherish every single subscriber, because guess what? All it takes is one. I've written on this about Snapchat at Gregory Hill. I've written about this on Facebook. I've written about this to everybody that I see, that all it takes is that one person to look at what you're doing and to say, hey man, I want to be a part of it. Or hey man, change that one person's life. Or hey, bring that person in. I mean, I can't tell you how many gigs that I've received because one person viewed something that I posted online. One person read a chapter of my book. So I'm telling you, there's something about the power of one. Be grateful for every single view, every single opportunity that you have, all right? And then last but not least, it made my heart that I think around Wednesday, a young lady from the UK said, man, your podcast and your constant energy and motivation got me through grad school. So, I mean, first, somebody having this, I love everybody that shows love, but being that she's from the UK, I ain't never been to the UK. The farthest I've been is Canada, Montreal, Canada to be exact, and I did that on Amtrak. I didn't even get the stamp on the book. I didn't get the stamp on the book. And I got people from UK saying, man, your podcast changed my life and helped me get through grad school, and that was mind-boggling to me. And I'm just grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful for more so the guests coming on my podcast. Shout out to all my podcast listeners. That's great. So that kept my week on 10. Big idea of the week. I know I've been telling y'all Minority Trailblazer t-shirts are coming. First of all, shout out to this t-shirt by Gloss Rags. Make sure you go copy one. But the t-shirts are coming, and instead of me buying all these t-shirts in bulk, what I'm going to do is use Printful or a drop shipping website, so I don't have to have all that product in my apartment looking all crazy. It's going to get shipped to where it needs to go. A recommended book, tool, or resource? Hear me out on this, right? A tongue scraper. Yep, I said it. A tongue scraper. This past Saturday, I had the opportunity to interview Chelsea Williams, and it's going to be the next week's episode of the Minority Trailblazer podcast. She's an up-and-coming wellness blogger, YouTuber, all that and the third. And she put me on to the tongue scraper. And what that does is you put it on the back of your tongue and you gently rub it down your tongue, and it helps with bad breath. It helps with a lot of other things. So I tried it one day, I bought it, and oh my gosh, my whole mouth felt different. And not to say I was walking around with bad breath or nothing like that, but my mouth just felt different. It felt unique, it felt clean, and it just changed my whole day. I started off the day just wanting to talk to everybody. So shout out to Chelsea Williams for getting me hip to that. And make sure you go get you one. I'm telling you, they're cheap, $12. You get your pack of 8 to last you the whole year. One area for improvement, going to bed on time. I usually get up at 4:30 a.m. I have not been able to because of the playoffs. I'm going to give that's my excuse. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan only because of Kevin Durant. Shout out to KD if he's watching right now. And they've been throwing off my whole schedule, but hey, it's a season for that. So if you have any remedies that maybe can help me out with that, let me know. But that's one area I need improvement this week, is finding my time to kick my Z. And then my big takeaway from this week, I would say, is stop waiting for chances when you should be using your opportunities. Stop waiting for chances when you should be using your opportunities. And the reason why I say that, because I'm like, okay, Greg, why are you even going there? Because I see so many people all the time, including myself, looking for chances when there's little opportunities all around us to do what we need to do, to start a YouTube channel, to do anything we put our mind to. There's opportunities around us, but we're spending all this time looking for chances, complaining about chances, looking at other people's chances when we have all these opportunities around us, but we already know what it is. I think I said it before. Because there's small opportunities, we just disregard them. We just disregard them. The opportunity ain't big enough for me right now. That ain't what I need. That's not what I want. I need this opportunity. We so crazy locked in on different opportunities that we just discarding what's in front of us. So I just challenge you to look around your life right now and to look at the small opportunities that you're overlooking. And I challenge you this week to move forward on some of those opportunities. I guarantee you take advantage of those small opportunities, Lord knows where you'll be. One thing I need help on, when I'm planning for the Minority Trailblazer Conference, I want to make sure this conference is unique, this conference is impactful, and this conference changes lives. So I would love feedback on some suggestions on great conferences, the model, some things you would like to see from the conference, because I just want to make sure, even, I know it's the first one ain't gonna be the best, but I still, in this lane, in this time, I want to be phenomenal value add, and I want this conference to be unique in a way where not only you meeting some of the game-changing minority trailblazers, but you're getting to learn at their foot, you're getting to ask questions that you need to ask, and I want my goal and what I see as amazing conferences, at the end of the conference, everybody leaves with an action plan how to take it to the next level. So next year, you should be at a whole another place. Shoot, next year, if you're not presenting this conference, next year you should be presenting or close to it. So I want everybody to be able to take that next step. Next topic, my one goal for the week is by next week, I want to make sure the Minority Trailblazer t-shirts are on sale live and direct. That's my goal. Hold me to it, all right? And then last but not least, what I need from you this week. Comment below what you are going to do this week, alright? And also too, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I hope this has been a value add. Hope it's been encouraging. Please pray for me this week. I got a wedding this weekend, wedding next weekend, and I got my brother staying with me all week. So please pray for the boy, alright? So without further ado, one thing I gotta say. Change the freaking culture. Have a good week.